Hey, it's Marko here from Realty. Today I'm talking about the City of Victoria permitting process. Because I'm in real estate, I show hundreds of homes every year. I look at the property disclosure forms, and my buyers ask me, why is the work on all the homes we're looking at done without any permits? It's unauthorized. In the City of Victoria, you would be hard-pressed to find a basement suite that's been done with permits. Buyers also ask me, why is there no inventory of new product? And I think a lot of this stems from a very, very complicated and very, very frustrating permitting system at the City of Victoria. So I'll talk about a recent personal experience at Juras construction. One of our new projects is here in the City of Victoria in the Oaklands area. It's this home. It's a very simple single-family home on a completely flat lot, 1,644 square feet, so a smaller home, 2 levels. We submitted the plans and the entire application for a permit back in September. The permit was not issued until February. So it took more than 5 months to obtain a permit to build a very simple single-family home. So we made the initial application in September. November 3rd, we got the first set of reviews back. So I won't go through all of it, but for example, the building inspector mentioned provide standard details for things like the detail on the windows, doors, envelope penetration, location of the hose bibs, etc. Having built more than 20 houses, we've never had to draw the hose bib locations before. Neither has the design firm that was hired to design these plans for us. So I have no issues because drawing in the hose bibs and some of these items that the building inspector wanted literally take 5 minutes for the architect or the home designer. The problem is we submitted the application in September. We didn't hear about these things until November. And then parks and engineering, they had their comments as well. So we put together the revisions, sent it back in. Now we're in the middle of December, and I'm like, well, your 20-day business turnaround has expired. So I emailed the city. I get a reply of, well, 20 business days is a guide. It's not guaranteed that we're going to review the revisions or your application in 20 business days. It's simply a guide. So anyway, I made a few more complaints. Then the city manager replied that he was going to talk to the parks people to see what the holdback was and setting back comments. And these comments are very, very minor. Well, the comments in round 2 got sent back to us December 24th at 2 p.m. and 9 minutes. Well, guess what? Our designer was going away for 2 weeks. It's December 24th, so we couldn't get anything done until January 5th. Then we got things done on January 5th, resubmitted it again. Finally, Parks was happy with everything, but there was another department that wasn't, and we got those revisions in February. So we had to make another change. So finally, I submitted all the changes, addressing all the comments, and I talked to one really nice individual at the City of Victoria, followed up with him via email, and this kind of summarizes what's wrong with the entire process. So this individual said, I have approved the permit under the underground review as of this and this date. I had a look at any outstanding other issues, and I can see that all that remains in the comments from zoning, which was previously approved, but may just need their okay as a formality due to this round of review. The Parks Department had a look too, again, due to the plan submission and the land development. They oversee the whole thing, and once everyone has things made, they sign the final approval. So maybe this is almost done. In the planning, the person that reviewed this last was so-and-so. In the Parks Department, the last person that reviewed this was so-and-so, but now it's a different person. In the land development, this is the person. I would reach just out to all of them just in case. So even once we went through 5 months of all of this nonsense, it had to go through it again. I mean, the entire system, in my opinion, is broken. It should not take more than 2 weeks to get a 1,644 square foot home approved. if the communication and feedback was in a reasonable amount of time, not taking 2 months to reply that we need to draw the hose bibs on the plan. And the problem is, when people hear this from their family and friends, especially if they're doing renos, people avoid permits like the plague because people tell them that the system is unreasonable, so people avoid it and a bunch of stuff gets built or renovated illegally. When it comes to brand new single family homes, obviously you can't build without a permit, but it discourages people from doing any sort of development because the 5 months you're waiting for the permits, you're paying a mortgage, you can't line up tradespeople such as people to do your foundation or framing because you're in limbo. You have no idea when you're going to get the actual permit. So in my opinion, the entire system is broken. Everyone I dealt with the city of Victoria as an individual was nice, but the system is broken. You know, like 20 plus business days for turnaround and revisions is just absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. That's it for this week. Marko, Juras, Realty.